Well, hello folks, we are taking off again. It's gonna rain up here. It's Memorial Weekend, which is the strangest thing that we're gonna get rain on Memorial Weekend, but it's chilly. It's in the high 50s, low 60s. We're getting out of here. We're heading down to Death Valley. That was the closest place. There was some really cool sunshine, and we're looking for hot springs. So we're going to go down there and try and go to Saline Valley and see what we can find for hot springs. Stay tuned. It's going to be about a 10-hour drive, and then tomorrow it's going to be hot springs. We've stopped on the side of the road here. It's just such a beautiful overlook to look at Mono Lake out here. Mono Lake's a kind of a salton sea. There's no fish that grow in it, very little that can, because it's so full of saline. All the rivers have been cut off to the Mono Lake, so we've got to keep Mono Lake at the same level so it doesn't shrink anymore, and I believe that's being done.
Honey, now we're going across the mountain.
Oh, okay, so we have 38 miles to go. There's a lot of sharp rocks, and there's zero out here. This is very, very secluded and going to get more secluded. The YouTube that I saw only had about 13 miles of dirt road, and for some reason we're on 40. So the GPS is bringing us in the right direction. Just fingers crossed. If we lose GPS, we'll have to turn around because there's too many side roads.
Wow. Ooh. From here to all the way there. It's crazy road. But okay, so we're going down there and up there. That is crazy road.
So those trees in the distance is the first hot spring. So hang tight, it's still quite bumpy. We've arrived. 40 miles of back road. Man, it was bumpy, but it's worth it. We're here. Here's kind of the view around. There's a hot tub just right over here. There's about, from what I see, 4 or 5 of them around. So we're gonna get camp set up and probably meet some really cool people. There was a couple that came in with us. They were right behind us, and they stopped and said, "Oh, thanks, for leading the way," because it was bumpy. So here we go. We're gonna set up camp. We're probably gonna walk over to the hot water bath here pretty soon after we eat, and just start checking it out. Well, good morning, everyone. Very nice night. We got to meet a lot of really cool people. You can see we got the van over here. That is our view out of our door. So this morning, Wee up here is walking away. We're gonna go and jump into a hot tub. So stay tuned. I'm gonna take you over to one of the tubs before people get in it. Isn't this cool? That is going to be us in a little bit. We've got a beautiful palm. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's do this, honey. Nice and warm. Temperature's perfect. I'll get over here. These pools are very well engineered. There's a hot source of hot water that's piped over to each pool and a valve that can be adjusted to adjust the heat in the pool. And it can get as hot as you can possibly stand. So here we are jumping in the water, and you're probably going, what's up, swimsuits? Well, this is YouTube, and during the day and at night, I can tell you most people, clothing is optional, but certainly not preferred. So there's some pictures here about the history of this pool. Nice grotto inside. Is that cool or what? Let's do this. This is warm. Ooh, this is hot. Holy cow. Hey folks, hot tub number 2. We're gonna have to count them all because we don't know how many there are. This is the main springs, and it's pretty awesome. They've really done a lot down here to keep it cool. Let's look at the grass. What a cool place. This is another area. Check it out.
Empty the pool and clean it.
Wow.
And then the crystal pool, we clean that in the afternoon. Every day.
What is this?
This is the source.
Oh wow, look at it, how deep it is.
This is where the water comes from.
That is awesome. I can't even imagine finding this, the first time.
Well, I've got a picture of the Manson clan here in the 70s.
No kidding.
For real.
Show me the cold pool, which is pretty amazing that you would have a cold spring right next to all the hot springs. I mean, just literally 100 feet away. So what is this, honey? Let's try it. It's nice and cool. I wouldn't say it's ice cold, but it's nice. So this place over there is where, I think his name's Lizard Lee, lives there all the time, but he's on vacation, so Speedy Dave is there. That's the sunrise pool. So good morning, everybody. I want to give you a little lowdown of where we are. Saline Valley is the most remote valley in Death Valley. It's very difficult to get to. There's several ways to get in, but they're all difficult. So out in the middle of Saline Valley, and I'm talking, this is out there. We drove 40 miles on some pretty bumpy back roads and sand roads, and there's no signs, there's no markings to tell you where to go. I'll count them, 5 or 6 hot springs that are around here. And I guess since the 50s, people have been coming out here, and some people practically live out here at the hot springs. But the people are really interesting people, and the more you get to meet them, the more diverse and interesting these people are. So we'll show a lot of shots about all the kind of art and things people have made out here. We drove 40 miles on some pretty bumpy back roads and sand roads, and